I'm Dan Page, and I'm the DM for this game. This is Into the Shadowhaunt.
I'm Michael Page, and I'm Lee Sim, a halfling rogue.
I am Ben, and my character is Eliana L. Kelsia, who is a changeling bard, masquerading as a half-elf bard.
I am Peter Kelly, and my character is Castellan. I'm a human cleric from the Dalelands.
Hi, I am Dan Dickinson, and I am playing Lucan, and he is a elven prince, and he's a ranger as well.
Oh yeah, sorry, just thought I should say, the L in my character's name is a nickname, not a middle name, so just people that you know calls that L.
So you like to be called L?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll call you L. Hold on, is that a Death Note reference?
L.
No, it's spelled E-L-L-E.
I know,
like
but I see what you're doing. I'm not. I see what you're doing. Just gonna, right. So
No
that's
Kira references, please.
that's your character.
Thank you,
There's yours. Yours.
There's Castellan, now he's there.
I painted them myself.
Very good.
How come mine's all blue?
Because I haven't painted them all yet.
I kept mine's blue and with some L'Oreal blonde right there, because my prince is worth it.
So,
Oh, you've got Lucan.
right, so how did you meet? How did this party begin?
Well, my character got involved because she saw an advertisement for the adventuring company recruiting for more members. So she joined, looking for adventure.
Anyone else got a backstory?
Yes, my character is on a holy mission and requires some experience. And that joined the group.
Lucan's had a bit beef through the mill. In his home country, he was actually a prince, where the king, queen, and their subjects lived. They were a small community, and they were attacked one day by mortals and an unknown species. In defence of his father, he killed 3 people, which is not allowed in Elven law, so he was exiled. Prior to his exile, he eventually found out that a week later, they came back and his whole royal family is now dead, and he's the last surviving member of his clan. And he came across the party, just across the woods, thinking they were an enemy, thought to attack, but decided to show himself and join the party instead.
Being a halfling raised up in the city, he wasn't as nice as the other halflings, so he was a bit more like a vagabond. So he got in debt with the town because he messed up the town hall. So instead of paying off his debt, he ran away adventuring anywhere, and he came across this adventuring company.
Do we have a name for the adventuring company?
That's up to you to come. That's for you to come up with.
All right.
Do you have a name? Do you want to come up with one, or do you want to just leave it for a bit and see how this goes?
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, you have just banded,
Yeah.
and this is why. The story. 2 young boys had gone from their home in the middle of the night, and their father, a silversmith named Quinn Stacy, has come to you for help. Though he does not know that who has abducted his sons or the reasons why, thanks to a ritual casting procured from the local temple of Arathis, he knows the boys are alive in the area and that their current location is in the direction of the Shadowhaunt mausoleum, an ancient tomb of some long-forgotten line of warlords, avoided by the locals and believed to be haunted. He has offered you 50 gold pieces each to investigate the Shadowhaunt mausoleum, and an extra 50 gold pieces each if you find his boys.
Worrying.
Or their fate. Duh! So either of you can, make a roll or a check to see if there's anything else that you want to know about the city that you're in at the minute, or the guy who you were talking to. If there's
Can
anything.
we get a description of the boys from the father?
2 young boys, sort of faint hair, but you'll easily recognise them.
Right, okay.
So no distinguishing features like there is a scar, or
No.
they were wearing some type
Like
of
the
special
strangers
clothing.
might recognise
The
if they've
young-
seen them on the
They're
street.
only 12-year-olds.
Right, okay.
I've got no idea of the abductor.
Or abductees.
Maybe you'll be able to find out.
Where were they abducted from? Where were they last, seen?
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
When
He doesn't-
did he last see them?
In the castle. Well, not in a castle. He doesn't live in a castle.
Silversmith.
In his home.
Right,
Because
okay.
he's a silversmith.
Okay.
He wasn't good enough to be a goldsmith. He's working there. He's trying to get up there to be a goldsmith.
Is he rich?
Well,
Oh, he's able
you'd
to give us
think.
100 gold pieces.
Yeah.
So he's quite well off, but not so much that he has enough money to hire professionals.
Yes. What's he trying to say? Boys? And girls?
Anyone, you can make a history check.
Um,
So you want to make roll?
Should we all do that?
Yes.
Should we all do
I've
that?
got
So
plus 4 history.
Everyone roll a d20.
Right,
See if
okay.
you find anything out about the place.
Oh.
And I know I only got a 5, so I'll know.
I got a 7
I've
in
got
history.
5.
That's a 9.
Plus,
Plus 1.
right, so you don't know anything about
I do not
the
know
mausoleum.
outside of my kingdom.
We didn't do particularly well. so
Can I use streetwise to ask around
Yes,
to
you
find
can.
any information about the mausoleum? Okay, well, that's not d20. Okay. 16 plus 5 is 21.
A local beggar swears that he saw a trio of hooligans, too big and tough, and a third one of lighter build, abscond with the young boys and head in the direction of the Shadowhaunt mausoleum, while he told the local constabulary the beggar has a penchant for tall tales, and thus they ignore them. In other words, you know where to go, so you know where the mausoleum is now.
But the source has a habit of storytelling.
What do you mean?
The source has a habit of lying and like, oh, I saw a ghost when, be quiet Dave, you drunk.
That
All
is
right,
possible.
then, fair
That is
enough.
possible.
Just to get that out of the way, can I roll insight?
I knew you were
see
gonna
if
do
it's
that.
lying?
Yeah.
Insight. Go on then, roll inside.
17.
Well, though he may be a little bit of a drunkard, he does know his stuff and he wasn't lying.
Right.
So you head through to the mausoleum and you find out where it is. So let's just place all your characters outside.
Come on, past one.
Located a few miles outside of town, Shadowhaunt Mausoleum is a lonely granite and slate building sitting atop an overgrown hill. Shaded by the towering barrier peaks, the mausoleum looks down on a steep valley cut in two by a fast-moving river, swollen by the spring thaw. A few lonely gravestones dot the surrounding area. A massive iron-bound double door allows entrance to the mausoleum.
So it's open.
No,
No, it allows entrance.
Yes,
to
it does.
Okay.
It does. It's
It
not.
is public entrance.
It's not locked.
Okay.
Is there anything you want to do while you're outside?
Should we have a look at the gravestones?
If you want.
Let's look at one or two of the gravestones.
Right. Make a perception check.
D20? Oh! I found out.
You don't recognise anyone.
I'll make a perception check.
Go on,
as well.
go on. Well, we'll just have a look at one or two.
3, so 8.
You still don't see anything.
Okay.
I think everybody
I think
should.
we're gonna all go for it.
You
Yeah.
may as well now, since we've done something like this.
Would this be +2 to my perception since it's there, or
Yes.
does it have to be that one?
Yes, because that's if that one is higher, then use the
Well,
higher.
actually, I got. Well, oh, no, I'm here because +5.
Yeah.
18 +2, so that's 20.
Right. Well, you didn't recognise the name on the gravestone, but in the soft ground you find 3 sets of humanoid footprints heading from the direction of town towards the mausoleum. One set of tracks appears a bit lighter than the other two, as if an elf were travelling with a pair of humans.
Or 2 of them were carrying small boys.
Possibly. But then again, the boys aren't human.
Is it possible to check the perimeter of the mausoleum?
Yeah.
So would that be a perception?
That would be another perception
Should we
check.
throw a perception roll in?
Okay, I'll go first this time.
Yeah, because we might just go. 8
An 8.
plus.
Nothing.
3.
No.
So that's 10.
8 plus 13.
No.
I'm getting closer. Though.
12 +2, 14.
Nah.
Oh.
You don't see anything recognisable, nothing apart from the fact that it's a stone wall
Well.
in front of your face.
Let's get boys. Just go in.
So who's going first into the room? You can open the doors now, so who wants to go first? Here's a hint. Going into rooms, you might want to think about who has the highest armor class, because they're going to be probably taking the hit first.
My armor class is 15.
I have 15.
I'm a 12, therefore.
Well,
Draws.
so your characters are going to head in, starting these
Hang on,
two.
how big does the mausoleum look from the outside? I mean, I know it's
This
that
size,
big,
literally
yeah.
just that
Okay.
size. One square is about 5 feet, I think.
Right, okay.
Like a normal flag, like a large flagstone.
Yeah.
So it's about the size of the average church.
Yeah.
Very small. Okay then.
Beyond the doors is a simple grey rectangular room illuminated by sconces filled with ever-burning flame. Trios of stone sarcophagi line the walls from the left to the right, each adorned with the effigy of some long-dead warlord. In a niche above each sarcophagus is a small statue of Pelor and Bahamut. Pelor is down this side, and Bahamut is down that side. At the room's centre stands a 10-foot tall marble obelisk bearing inscriptions on each side. You can just explore the mausoleum now.
Yeah, should we go logically, or should two of us go that and these two go this way? Or should we not split?
To check the inscriptions, do I have to move to it first?
Well, I haven't rolled initiative, so you don't need your speed. Just put your character next to it. It doesn't matter whose turn, who goes first. You could all just have a look around.
Sure, let's have a look at this.
Yeah. So are we all moving as a unit?
My
or are
character
we-
moves towards the obelisk and tries to see if she can read the inscriptions, or at least tell what language they're in.
On the names on the obelisk, there's 20 names, 5 on each side
Right.
of warlords who have died.
My character explores the first little
Right.
did you say there was deities inside?
I didn't see what was inside.
Is there anything inside? Or was there any inscription?
Find out.
Shall I roll?
Now you're going to have to open this.
Yes.
My character would like to raise the idea that opening sarcophaguses when we have no real reason to is probably not a good idea.
Okay then. But that could be some.
The boys might, I suppose, be hidden in sarcophaguses, so
They could be.
I suppose.
My
I'll tell
character would
them.
also like to raise the point that if the sarcophagi had been moved recently,
We
it
would
Yeah,
would
know.
have been
tell.
slightly
Can we
ajar.
check to see if that's a good plan then? Can we check to see if it's been moved recently then before we do anything? My character will do that.
Well, it's covered in dust
so mine
and
hasn't.
possibly a very, very long time.
Right.
So they definitely have not been moved recently.
No. This one anyway. I'm
Yes.
looking at.
We've chamber only yet but 12.
I could just say that you're going to check the other ones anyway.
Yes.
And they're
Yeah,
all
let's,
just
let's have a look at the
exact-
others to see if they're the same before.
They're
we
all
just-
identical,
They're all identical. None of them
apart from the 3 Pelor and the 3 Bahamut.
The 3 statues of the gods on
Fine.
each
They're
side.
they're very small. They're about £10 each.
And they are next to the
In weight, not money.
Yes, and they are next to the sarcophagi.
Well, and they look like they've been recently moved or tampered with or whatever.
There's a lock here and there's a key.
My character suggests that we should check the statues next to the sarcophagi.
Well, if you'd like, you could always do a strength check to see if you could open the sarcophagus.
Can I first do a perception check to see if I can tell how they've been tampered with or if they've been moved in a
Yep.
particular direction or anything like that? Okay. 16.
Ooh.
So that's 21 perception.
It hasn't been moved.
Hasn't been
It
moved.
hasn't been moved for a long time.
I see.
That means there's a point in here.
Indeed. My character would like to point out that although they may have not been moved in many eons, this is a sacred burial ground, therefore there may be traps hidden in the sarcophagi to protect the dignity of their dead.
Yes, or alternatively treasure.
Can I
That's true. It could be treasure.
can I do a religion check to see if there's anything to do with the gods of the statues that might be relevant.
Yeah.
To
That would be a clever move.
Yes.
Yes.
8 plus 4, 12.
Don't know anything about the gods that you would normally know.
Right.
Anyone else want to do a check? Maybe they might know a little bit more.
What about,
I think
I could
everybody,
definitely try that.
yeah, let's have a try.
everybody just give that a try.
Oh, 16.
Right?
So that's like turn it in.
Well,
That's
you know that Bahamut is often called a king or a sire, and you also know that Pelor is also known as the shining as the sun.
Don't go in the light, that's what light things.
So we have
Suddenly,
effigies.
oh,
hang on.
a sudden image starts appearing
Oh, great.
in the mausoleum.
Oh dear.
Where in the mausoleum?
Exactly.
Bad film about this.
Right here.
Oh dear.
Okay.